Greetings. Hold on, y'all. Let me find my music. Cause y'all, how y'all doing? I hope y'all are all right. I hope y'all are all right. Yes, good afternoon, UGC. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning from whatever part of the hemisphere you reside. Hold on. We have to get our theme music. Hold on. We have to get our theme music to get ourselves aligned and focused. Good afternoon.
So get ready.
Oh, thank you so much for the compliment.
So get ready.
I try not to look too haggard for you all because I know you're temperamental. I know you feel bad and you won't listen to me if I look too haggard. Rock with me, UGC.
So get ready.
You said it's a great topic.
So get ready.
Who was on the private live yesterday? There was a lot of y'all missing yesterday, and y'all missed a very profound live in our catacombs.
So get ready.
Very profound. If y'all weren't in the place, I don't even know what y'all doing. You at work? Well, you could always see the replay though. You could always see the replay. But y'all, who was in it, was it not all of that chicken and chips, squash casserole, pumpkin pie, macaroni salad? It was fire. I think I got possessed a little bit after a while. I had an out-of-body experience. It was fire.
So get ready.
Out-of-body. Y'all need to go ahead and put y'all subscriptions in for the video vault. You said it was a full meal? Yeah, it was a meal and a snack.
Get ready.
It was a meal you have leftovers like goddamn Thanksgiving dinner. I was exhausted afterwards. If I smoked the blunt, that would be the time I needed a blunt and a drink. My own self. What was the meal and the snack? You had to be there. You had to be there. We were talking, the subject was being a high level woman. High valued woman, I should say. Being a high valued woman. We have to stop believing lies out here and claim ownership of the ground we're standing on. You have to claim ownership of the square you stand on. Stop trying to be identified by somebody else. you. All right, girls. So, listen. You know, I ain't gonna be on here long. You know, I'm saving myself for the real UGC members. They have me all to themselves, right? Someone sent me, now this video topic is supposed to be about the loyalty of high value men. We're supposed to discuss that. But I got some information from one of our UGC comrades, and she sent me a video clip of Tony Braxton's boyfriend. It was a video recording of his 911 call about, you know, her being passed out. And she sent me another clip, I think it's on IG, where she has announced that she's engaged. And when I listened to the recording of his 911 call, I was so perplexed. Have y'all listened to it? I was so like, what's this about? That was the weirdest 911 call I think I've ever heard. And I've heard some weird ones. And I say weird because his tone of voice, number one, he wasn't, you know, you see someone passed out lying on the bed that you love, that you think is possibly dead. You like send the ambulance. How far are they? I'm at 227th Street. Get somebody over here now. But the 911 call, he's all like, you know, she's passed out on the bed. She had been drinking. She's taking the depression medication, and she's been stressed out lately. And I just don't know what to do, and I'm at my wit's end. And the industry, they're not allowing her to be this or that and the other. And I'm like, a 911 call? Aren't you supposed to say, the person is not responding, I live at XYZ, get somebody over here now? But instead of that, you go into you telling the dude that she's depressed, she's taking meds for depression, she's been under stress at work, they're stressing her out at work, she can't be herself, she can't do what she want to do, all kind of extra shit. And then he starts to cry too. Not only that, he started tearing up and all that stuff too. And I was like, for a 911 call? Like, how much does the operator need to know other than, okay, what do you see? What's the state of the person's body? Where do you live? And we'll get somebody over there right now. Did he mention the network too? Yeah. So what was that about, y'all? What was that about? Now, I'm inclined to say, was all this stuff staged? I don't want to say that. But the 911 call wasn't in alignment with time-sensitive information, which is what any 911 call would be. Time-sensitive information. This person is dying, get somebody over here. So let's say it is the truth. It still didn't make any sense. It still didn't make any sense that he was, so casual, like, yeah, she's just... He sounded like he was talking to his therapist. I'm just saying, he sounded like he was talking to, his mom on the phone or somebody. Like, yeah, she's just going through some things and I'm tired. How much can somebody take? Like he was stressed out. He started crying like, I can't take any more of this. Not that I think she's dead, but, I'm being burdened. It was weird. It was weird. So when I saw that clipping, and then I saw the other one where she didn't show her face, but she was filming him, I guess, and they were having drinks. And the announcement of their engagement took place in that video. I was like, engaged? So you went through a total mental breakdown. Supposedly, based on what your boyfriend said, based on what he told the media, and he hurried up and said that. That was kind of weird too. You know, I'm like, before you know what was going on, how did you know it was a suicide attempt? How did you know? You would have to have known how many pills were in the bottle before she took it in order to know that she might have overdosed on that, if you're suspecting that. Or was it the drinking? Like what? Like how did you come to all these conclusions without the doctor saying, well, listen, we saw X amount, we pumped her stomach, she had X amount of cc's or whatever in her bloodstream, so it looks like apparently she overdosed and this and that and the third. But we got a suicide attempt as soon as it seemed like, as soon as it happened, we were hearing that as a suicide attempt. Weird. Now, I believe, I believe, I know like a little while back, they had broken up before. They had broken up before. He left her before. So when they got back together, I'm like, okay, things like this happen. You patch it up. You work it out. Things like this happen. It's okay. It's okay to work things out and mend fences. This is life. But I'm concerned. You know, I'm concerned about the timing of all of this. If she really went through what she just went through, the timing of a marriage proposal is based on what? Pity? Pity? Let me just marry her so she doesn't kill herself? I don't get it. I don't get it. That ain't the kind of relationship you want. Something based off of driven by fear of you doing something drastic bodily harm to yourself. Because even that's not going to last, you know. Well, whatever caused him to ditch you before, it's still there. And whatever caused you to supposedly take pills and overdose, that's still there too. This thing has just happened. It ain't even been a month. It hasn't even been a month. So, you know, I'm saying all of that to say, because, you know, he's supposedly a high value guy. You know, he's an entrepreneur, has his own investment company or something like that. And I'm like, Tamar went from a kept wife to now someone's girlfriend who's playing games with her. Like now she's a girl. You go from being a kept wife. That's supposed to be your constitution. You're wired. You're supposed to be wired for that. Not being a plaything or played around with. Or you know, just a girlfriend for somebody. Like that's a step down. You're not supposed to even claim him. Tamar's not even supposed to be claiming nobody publicly. Since divorcing the dude, you don't claim nobody, you know, unless the ring is on the finger and the cake is bought, the hall is bought, and all that kind of stuff. The dress is paid for and everything. No, you know, he should not be something you acknowledge. So, but you know, it's so many things going on there. I think she's having some financial issues. I think a part of this breakdown might be financial also, because you know, word on the street is whatever place she's paying for is like $20,000 a month, and you know, money ain't coming in like that. Money ain't coming in like that. So that might be what all this stress is. Just living a little bit above what used to be your means. Now it's above that. Now it's above that. So it might be some of that too. And they blocking the bag. Hollywood been blocking her bag. They've been firing her and blocking her bag here and there. So there's that. So I think it's a combination of that, maybe some of that too. But a proposal right now is, to me, just disingenuous. Wait till I'm well. Wait till I'm all the way sane again. Because you may not be serious. You may not be real. You ain't serious about it now. You're scared. You're scared I'm gonna slip my wrist or whatever. I get it. But she was saying, that's my rock. That's my rock, my love, and all of that. Self-esteem is a high-price commodity. Self-esteem is a high-price commodity. And when you are over 40 and still don't have it, when you are over 40 and still afraid of what people think and of rejection, getting rejected and whatever else, it's rough. It is rough. It is rough. But again, high valued men have choice. High valued men have choice. They with you today, they not with you tomorrow. Look at Rihanna. She did the I'm somebody's girlfriend thing for however long. Was it 2 years they were together? How long were they together? Her and Punjabi. How long was Rihanna and the Sand nigga together for? Like 2 years. And I'm hearing he's engaged to be married to someone else now. So it's all about what you expect, what you tolerate, what you put up with, what you want, how you feel about yourself, all of that. All of that. All of that. You got to be strategic. Y'all got to take a you know who really keeps somewhat, sort of their reputation intact, and they don't really seem to slip. Although there was that one time it was like, I'm like, damn, girl, is it that hard on the block? But other than that one time, she kept everything sort of like really under the radar to herself. Janet Jackson, y'all. Janet Jackson don't give you no tea about nothing with her. Now her first husband, she don't drag nobody, and nobody don't really drag her. Nobody don't really drag her. Everybody kind of, yeah, I was with Janet. That's all you know. That's all you know. Janet, old ass, 50-year-old ass, got a $400 million bag from that billionaire oil dude after she pushed out one of them little octoroom, quadroom babies for him. And said, thank you, thank you for your service. But you don't hear him talking about her. You don't hear her first husband saying anything bad. I ain't never heard Jermaine Dupri. Now I think that was the little kind of what you call it, a little soil, little smudge, like you ain't wipe your ass good enough, and you see a little smudge mark on your damn crotch. I think Jermaine Dupri was like a little smudge mark. But even with that, you don't hear Jermaine saying shit. It just happened, and you forgot. And you forgot. She can go in relationships and walk out, and you ain't never saying, damn, Janet, you fell off. Damn, Janet, you fell off. You ain't saying that about Janet, and Janet don't talk about none of her shit. She's strategic. She got with Jermaine so he could produce the album. She used her vagina to get free production hours. She might have needed it back then. Moonwalking wasn't paying bills around that time. She couldn't get too much for the moonwalk around that time. So she hired little munchkin, little E.T. looking nigga to produce her album for her. And once the album was finished and it flopped, she was like, oh, we're done. We're done. And that was it. And that was it. But you ain't hearing her talk too much about nothing. Other than I think she said one time she did reveal that she was taking medications, because she had anxiety, or was it depression or anxiety or something like that? I think she revealed that. But outside of that, mom's the word with her. And she's always been strategic in her relationships. At the end of the day, it's like what we gonna do here? What are you going to do for me? Are you going to give me another Grammy? Are you either giving me a Grammy album or you putting zeros in my bank account? You're doing one or the other with Janet. You're doing one or the other. And I think with Rihanna and all the rest of these people, Tamar could marry, she could have listen, she was with, what's his name, Vince? I know that was a marriage of convenience too. I mean, come on. I know it was a marriage of convenience, so she understands. She understands. I guess now she chose this guy for love. She chose this guy for love, maybe. And look what happened. Vince was for convenience. And really, that relationship really made her more marketable, and she was able to make money exploiting that relationship as a wife. Look what has happened, though, since she's a girlfriend with this investor or whatever he is. She's with him for love and ends up in the hospital, attempted suicide. So there's that. Listen, with high value men, they quantify you. They quantify your worth. I think we should be clear that your worth is quantified. There's a reason why you're there, and it's not even for love. I wouldn't even say it's not even for love. It's not even that. Why? Because you have to look, the prerequisite is that you have to look a certain way. So you're there serving a purpose, whether it's arm candy or whatever it is. Maybe he can close more deals because he's in association with a woman like you or whatever it is, but you're there for a purpose. You're there for a purpose with a high value dude. So you as a high valued woman, you need to be purposeful too, and it's got to be more than love. It's got to be more than that. At the end of the day, that's what it is. That's what it is. Selkis is right. I was engaged to a very wealthy man. And was it? Very different world. She's telling the truth. Well, V, you know what it is. You know what you sign up for. You know what you got to give up. You know what kind of game you got to play in that world. There's a game you got to play in that world. So it is what it is. It is what it is. High value men are loyal to checks and balances. They're loyal to maintaining their options. They're very loyal to that. And when something is over, it's over. When it's not viable anymore, when the dollars aren't making any sense, then you're traded in. Then you're traded in. Some of us aren't automatically just traded in. We're sort of traded in while we're there. So then, we go from being a companion to being the maid, to being the best cook and bottle washer, according to my mother, right? You go from companionship to, he doesn't kick you out, but all you're doing is cooking and cleaning or whatever, and or making sure the maids cook and clean right, or whatever it is, and you're a figurehead more than a companion. While he parades, has fun and is in love with all the sister wives that you don't know about. Hello. Hello. You with a high value man, you got sister wives that you don't know about. And that's what all of this stuff is. It's very hard to keep them locked down. What's the incentive? What's the incentive when he can fuck any woman or any man that he wants to? What's the incentive there? He loves you more than anybody else. Why? What is it about you that he can't get somewhere else? When you got a high valued man, what could you possibly bring that he can't pay for or pay somebody to find for him? And this is not a put down. This is just the reality. All of us are expendable. All of us can be traded in for something else. All of us. It is what it is. So you think about that. You ladies that are listening to this information about, how to transform yourself to get one of these top 10% that ain't nowhere around here now. But somehow, so some way you are training yourself to get the top 10%. I want you to think about the trade-off. Consider the trade-off here. And you ask yourself, well, why me? Why me? And is it only going to be me? A dude with power, is it only going to be me? And if you're okay with it, with you being a team player, with you and a couple of sister wives battling it out for, conjugal visits, then have at it. But don't think your looks alone, just losing 25 or 50 pounds, and talking softly is gonna make somebody fall head over heels with you and not want nobody else. Or not ever give you a hard time, or not ever mistreat you, or not ever be stingy to you, or not ever put money, make sure you straight, put money aside for you, little insurance policy and all that kind of stuff. Don't think all of that is automatically coming because you cute. Honesty and trust and loyalty and all that, cause you cute enough now. Fuck out of here with that. Most of these niggas like dick. Most of these dudes, if it wasn't for the stigma, we'd be seeing all kind of neck and chin going on around here. All kind of neck and chin action going on around here. Hello. Oh, I'm just gonna be pretty and it's gonna work out. Ask pretty girls if it does. Ask them. I'm not a pretty girl, so you can't ask me, right? But I know pretty girls and I've asked them. I'm telling you what I know, based on who I coach and who I have access to. I have access to high so-called high identity women and whores. The full spectrum. The full spectrum. And everybody worried out here. Everybody's worried out here. Pretty solves nothing. Other than you'll get more offers from these degenerates. He'll pay for it once. Will he pay for it twice? You that bad who pay for it twice? You got to get him to pay for it twice. Some of you can get him to pay for it once, but are you getting a return customer? Hello? Anyway, y'all, I gotta go. This is food for thought and things for you to think about when you're trying to be a high valued woman for these high valued men. I want you to think about it. And before I go, UGC, you need to get your tools. You need to get the ebook, How to Overcome Stereotypes. That is your compendium. That is your marker. That is your Bible. That is one of the tools that we use here so that you can start shifting your perspective on who you are and what kind of value you really have. The book was created for you, UGC, nobody else, for you. And it is a powerful tool if used, if read and used. So make sure you do that. It is on sale. The sale ends tonight. Complimentary sale tonight ends. So you need to go ahead to the UGC website and cop it and start reading it. It will change your life. It will. You said you bought it? All right, make sure you do. Okay, y'all. So listen out for the next transmission coming out. I don't know when we're going to do a next private live. For those of you who are subscribed to the Vault, you can go see the replay there. But we'll be doing one soon. So just keep your ears open for that. All right? Okay. Love you guys. Peace.